Morning, Buck. You up? I got some ornery nariness with you. Laurel tells me you was acting untowards to her last night. Now, I know your light burns a little low, but I'm a-warning you, Buck. Breakfast's a-fixin' downstairs, and they won't stand on you, so move out.
The day so far she is stinking. But monsieur, you can make it better. Monsieur, my poverty, she forces me... Oh? She forces me to do work. A job? The chance she is fat. No, monsieur. I will be kicked out of the hotel before then. Cobb Belcher. Puh! He is a dung heap of a man. He and his brothers take my monies. They scoff at me, Buick Riviera. I see monsieur does not grasp how esteemed is my lineage. I am related to the Sevilles, the Gran Torinos, and the Monte Carlos. Go. Let Buick Riviera blubber like the baby. Au revoir. But perhaps, monsieur, you have some change de pocket? 2 bits, maybe? Thank you, monsieur. I take tout de suite. You know, like the sugar cubes monsieur le traiteur feeds his horse. And you know, if you ever have to make le traiteur vanish, give him the sugar cube. C'est vrai?
It appears not all the slops was set out for the pigs. Some of it seems to have been left here. I heard you had a rough night. A very rough night. Whew! Baby, you have a way about you, you know. Apologies accepted, baby. I'll be loading shells all afternoon. They say the kid's coming, you know. I gotta be prepared. The kid. There's another. The kid's robbed more, shot more, and killed more than any desperado. He's the most feared outlaw in the West. But that's not what the ladies say. Whew! Baby, it ain't proper to relay here. Go ask Una Canute. She'll tell you. Thanks, baby. I love a good cigar. Now I gotta go. Set a spell. Read the paper. And baby, get yourself a new pair of boots. Those ones you got on look awful put off.
What happened to you last night? Looks like you've been fighting. Yeah, so did Cabus O'Mara. He's a scrapper, but against them Belchers, Doc Rodham's been to see him. He should live. You don't look so bad. Must have won a fight. Buck, them boots of yours sure could use some sprucing up. Way they is right now, no gal's gonna give you the time of day. Do? Hit Main Street, mosey, poke your nose anywhere you choose. Visit the target range, fire off a few rounds. Yep, it's a big new day. Now, Buck, let me give you some advice. Diamondback's got pickpockets the way Tallgrass got chiggers. Keep your cash in your pocket and it'll disappear. Best put your greenbacks in the bank. Across the street. Get a gun, Buck. A gun. Lord Jesus, 'tain't safe to walk Diamondback without one. And while you're at it, get some bullets, too. Happy hunting, Buck. I'm around if you need me.
Have you come about the health care? I told them. I said universal. Universal for everybody. But did they listen? Who else? Dr. H. Rodham, medicine woman. From Whitewater, Arkansas. With a short stint in the District of Columbia. All day, though I do house calls. I visited Bob Dole just yesterday. His corns were bothering him fiercely. I applied leeches. Guns? Even if I knew, I wouldn't tell you. The lack of gun control raises the cost of health care to unacceptable levels. Goodbye, stranger. I'm off to the Gingrich homestead. Newt's throwing his fits again. His eyes roll back in his head and he drools like a hog in full rut. I'll put a stop to that, I assure you.
Yeah. It doesn't look like you got a red cent. What do you want, Mac? Well, how much? Thanks. Need anything else? Well, how much? That's a lot of money. Here, don't flash it around. Need anything else? Yeah.
Well, slap the dog and spit on the fire. Can't turn a corner without running into your smelly carcass. Your mind gone bad in this heat? Speak up. Could be. Folks as jumpy as a frog in heat. Oh, look, here he comes. Mr. Bloodstone Hayes the Fourth. Rich boy. Uses too much ammo in a gunfight, too. I'm in sympathization. Something strange is afoot in Diamondback. Just wait till old man Quist ain't looking and grab at their gun. I'll be seeing you.
I've not made your acquaintance. I'm Marie Antoinette McIntosh. I was out walking. And you? Oh, these wagons. They raise so much dust. Oh, goodness, I've misplaced my hanky. If you find it, I'd be most grateful if you returned it to me. But aren't you curious about us? Just a little? But Diamondback's full of secrets. Some useful, others not. The mission? Oh, it's old and dirty. They should tear it down. Besides, the priest there died after the Indians were moved to Arizona. It's abandoned. Bye-bye. I'm sure we'll speak again soon.
So, you get this far in. I am so happy. What do you want, stranger? a choice today. A book. Very rare. Limited edition. $50. Or this Tibetan bear balm. If you're sick, it cures you fast. Also $50. Pick one. Thanks. Here, you like this. Heals anything, even bullet wounds. Use it sparingly. It ain't cheap. And that was my last 10. Your choice, stranger. Hope you don't need it. Can that stuff stink up a room? Whew. Remember, you get stuck, you come see help. Now out, out! Mrs. Help, she wants me home for lunch.
Want to try the target range, do you now? I'll let you borrow a gun. Go on, take it. You'll need a few bullets. Take some ammo, boy. Start your blasting. You done okay. Hee. Take this here harmonica. And give me that gun back. And bring your own bullets next time.
Well, Diamondback's the place to go, somewhere down there in New Mexico. Two kinds of canteens, one with a show. Diamondback, now giddy up go they. Got drinks not made in blenders. A bartender with three fingers. Even some old wandering singer. Outlaws who might be dead ringers.
Get out of there! You are scaring the chicken! There are days I wish I never leave Malmo.
Hello! Just finishing my editorial on dry rot, our worthless neighbors. Think Diamondback's a moral sink? Visit that jerkwater habitation. Chet Flippo, editor of the Diamondback Rattler. Guess you must have read my invitation in the paper, stranger. Your reputation precedes you. Pinning down the kid like that in asbestos? My sources tell me it took 4 men to pry that knife out of the table. Smug bastards. They had the cash, so they got the railroad. Diamondback needs help. And, as you might have read, a new sheriff. Wrong? Let's see. Lost the train. Bullies run wild. City council of yammering apes. A crazy sheriff who kills 2 of the citizenry. While the cavalry removes the only legal heirs to the land. Other than that, not much. Last summer, a Professor Vander something came here to study the unis. Lived with them, recorded their stories. Should have been studying Diamondback. The doings behind these doors would be as interesting. You want to be a gunfighter? That's rich. In this town, nothing short of murder can get you a gun. Goodbye.
To be visiting, ain't it? I did? I must have forgot. Us artists is quite forgetful, you know. I know. Come on back this afternoon. I have more time to make you feel welcome. Know what I mean? Talk to Ruby. Maybe she'll loan you the gun she keeps in her drawers. That broad's gonna shoot somebody one of these days. Boots? I ain't got none. It's a lovely instrument. Thanks. Come back this afternoon. I'll be waiting. Goodbye. While my old Kentucky home, where there's things on the porch and I want to roam.
Looks like somebody found the back door to our convent school. This better be good, cowboy. I had a late night. Are you trying to dig up some dirt on me? For all the BS you're flinging, cowboy, I'd be shoveling it all day long. Funny. After talking to you, I always feel like I'm still stepping in it. Listen, I don't let any man put anything over on me, except an umbrella. Seems I need you like a chicken needs an axe. What's the big idea, anyway? Stop with the jokes, cowboy, or I'm liable to do something I'd probably regret. Strip you of your spurs, see if you could still jangle without 'em. Why, flowers! For me! Aren't these the prettiest things? Cowboy, you can be right old-fashioned sweet. Excuse me while I go downstairs and put these in water. Say hey, cowboy. Ran into Gus downstairs. He's cleaning my pistol. A girl can't be too careful, you know. Anyway, he said he'd look for a vase to put your flowers in. He'll bring it up this afternoon when he brings me my gun. Thanks again for the flowers.
I'm terribly busy. Radisson wants to see me right away. Goodbye.
Oh my! A garden intruder! Pray do not ravish me! I'm Mrs. Cosimo McIntosh, wife of Diamondback's mayor. What do you say to that? Such a pleasure to discover a body with manners. And you're so wild-looking, too. Oh, I don't believe you for a second. You hush, you solicitous man. Lands, I feel like a schoolgirl back in Illinois. But first, look out for Mr. Deadnettle. He collects the most scandalous pictures of women.
exposing their ankles. I would never patronize a business with such lax views on morality. Never heard of her, though the name fairly reeks of moral turpitude. Mr. Flippo, to him the news is dirt, dirt, dirt. He's always accusing Cosimo of lying. Such ingratitude. Of course, he's usually drunk with alcohol and slander. Well, Chet Flippo can be news himself. Yes, he can. Just give him a whiskey jug. You'll see. Radisson's from a prestigious Boston family. Oh, a very charmed circle. He and Cosimo are partnering in business, in pyrite. Oh, my Cosimo told me not to tell a soul. But when that old mine pays out, we'll be quite comfortable at last. Radisson's so helpful. Our Marie is smitten. I suspect we'll hear some wonderful news from those two very soon indeed. Lands, I've been carrying on. And be on the lookout for Marie's hanky. She's dropped it somewhere. Why, hello. What can I do for you? Aren't you kind? You know, I do believe I could tell you anything. I do. The way that Letcher ogles women. Disgusting. He's most unnatural, even for the French, and you know how they are. Oh, you big man. You make me feel positively sanguineous. Well, Cosimo and Radisson are meeting this afternoon. They'll begin digging day after tomorrow. We're going to be so respectable. Where are my calming medicines? Jonas Fearwit? No gumption. Diet, probably. He should eat oats. They keep the digestive organs churning. Jonas just worships Marie? But I tell her, pay no attention. He's only a clerk. Lance, I've been carrying on. It's you! How are you? What can I do for you? Why, I never! Such insolence! Why, the very nerve! Why, I never! Such insolence! Why, the very nerve! I will not stand for this. I must fetch my husband, the mayor.
Name's Levon Deadnettle. I run the coach office. Stage comes when it wants to. So don't ask nothing. 'Cause I don't know nothing. Hot as hell's greased griddle, ain't it? You look hungover, stranger. What do you want? Ain't nothing for you. What they gonna do? Address it to stranger? A gun? Hell, all I done carried was a harmonica, which I lost to that crazy bastard Leroy in a poker game. A gun? She's a fucking little Coach won't be here till Friday. More cards. Thanks. I'm going to put them in my collection right now. I'll be right back.
Being that Diamondback was in the desert, things were apt to heat up by the time lunch was finished at the cactus bed. On that particular afternoon, our stranger found himself feeling pretty comfortable despite the heat. He'd completed 2 errands that morning, and by nightfall he'd be able to finish up and move on.